My hands are torn and covered in blood. On the floor, a million shimmering pieces of ceramic cry out at me. I cannot see how those pieces would ever fit together again. I know that even reaching down and picking them up would make a bigger mess. And my hands are so sore. Help me, Daddy. It hurts so much. And I loved it. It was the most beautiful thing I had ever seen. More beautiful than I thought possible for anything to be. From the first glimpse of it, I was swept away. Could such a thing be mine? I loved the way it felt in my hands. Its shape, the glazed smoothness, the colors, the patterns and details. I loved it. I loved the way it looked. I loved the way I looked with it. My vase had a crack in it, a tiny flaw. It had cut me a few times. Daddy said he would take it to his workshop so that he could fix it properly. But the thing is, I loved it. What if I didn't like it as much once it had been fixed? What if I didn't get the same vase back? What if it took longer than I could possibly bear? How could I imagine a day without it near me? It was my favorite thing. I let him take it to his workshop a few times, especially when it had just hurt me. But I would always sneak in and steal it back before he was done. I just couldn't bear being away from it. Even one day was too long. I thought if I just held it gently enough and looked after it, protected it, loved it, maybe one day it would sort of heal itself. But I held it too tightly, and it was already broken. It fell apart in my hands. The pieces fell to the floor and shattered into a million shards. Now I look down and it hurts too much to be true, but it is so broken. I can't conceive that I will ever be able to fix it. Broken. So broken. And my hands are cut and covered in blood because it broke in them. The pain is so much worse because I held it so gently, protectively, lovingly, tightly. I watched the pieces scatter across the room. Tiny ceramic raindrops. More pieces than I could ever counts. My hands are so sore. The hurt rips through me. I felt my heart shatter in my chest with every shard that hit the ground. And I don't know which part of me hurts most. I can barely breathe. It hurts so much. This isn't real. My world slips and shifts perspective. I am above the scene, looking down as if it were some bad dream, disbelieving, winded, unreal, not real. It can't be real. This doesn't happen. This isn't happening. No, not to me. Not now. Not this. This is not my story. My story doesn't go like this. The tears build and spill over, and it hurts, and all I can do is raise my broken hands, blood dripping down. Splash. A crimson mark on the floor. Daddy. It's barely audible. All sound is muffled, distant. He heard. He knew it would come. He heard the shatter. He was right here. He picked me up, unafraid of the blood, the tears, the pain. In his arms, there was no hint of reprimand. There was no need for, "I told you so. Silly girl, you should have listened." He saw my broken, not my vase. Me. He knew the pain that was there. He reached through the distance and the numbness, through the vast oceans that separated me from the world that had carried on spinning without me. In his arms was nothing but absolute, unreserved compassion and complete understanding. In his arms was safety. He gently, oh so gently, cleaned my hands. He removed the shards. One by one, I felt the last pieces of my vase go. You can't heal with shards left in here, my baby. He bandaged my wounds. He held me. He didn't hush my cries. He just stayed with me. I was safe and cared for and listened to. You need to stay here, my love. Heal. Wrapped up. Safe. Bandaged. Sore. So sore. Protected. them sweep up the broken pieces. They tinkled and chimed as they came together. Broken. I was safe. He took care of me first. I mattered more to him than any vase ever will. Even my vase. If anyone can fix my vase, my daddy can. But he might not. Sometimes things are better left broken. Sometimes dead pieces returned to the soil is right where they need to be. A week has passed and the earth has moved again. Time has brought change. Little by little, one step at a time. Every passing breath proves that the end has not arrived. Sometimes I wish that it had. I long for the sweet bliss of nothing. Gentle, soft darkness where there is rest, and the morning sun opens your eyelids with kisses in a golden haze of quiet peace. If he does fix it, it will be more beautiful than it has ever been. If he doesn't, he has a better plan. He delights in beautiful ceramics, colors, patterns, textures, shapes. That is how I came to love vases in the first place. I never saw that before now. I miss it. I find myself scared, the memory of the pain terrifying, sharper than the sensation under my bandages. The searing pain cuts far deeper than skin. I know this time I won't dare sneak into Daddy's workshop. I don't even want to. I'm too frightened. The broken is raw in my soul, and I cannot comprehend how healing will come. I miss it, but I don't want it. His care, kindness, and love has been all-consuming, but I am still so sore. I find myself wondering, having accepted that I may or may not get my precious vase back, I find myself wondering. My daddy is kindness. He is love. He is grace. He is compassion. He isn't keeping me in the dark as punishment. There is no delight in my suffering. There are no power plays here, no plans to subdue my hope, no quenching of joy. One day I asked, not really expecting an answer, to be honest. Are you fixing it for me? He is so gentle. His answer came swiftly. I am gluing it back together with my special glue. Baby girl, when I'm finished with it, it'll be even stronger than it was before it shattered. It's going to be so beautiful, so much more beautiful. There are going to be traces of gold in place of brokenness, and everyone will know that it is a work of art from my hands. this to me. You need to stay right here, safely and healed. His answer did not bring the relief that I expected. The pain is still raw and recent. The blood is still soaking through my bandaged hands. He knows that too. And he stays with me.